So it was the neatest. It was one of the most beautiful houses, and it had 4 bedrooms and 3 baths. It was a beautiful house. And one time while we was living there, that's where Danny was born when we lived there. I was absolutely the most thrilled person in the world to be a grandma. I wasn't 40 years old yet. I was 39, and I was grandma. And when he was born, I quit my job. I said, I'm going to be a grandma. I was so thrilled because I never had any grandparents. They were all dead, because they were old. And so anyway, your mom and dad had a fight. She came home. I was still working. That was before Danny. Now, he was born, but I hadn't quit working yet. And I came home from my job, and Bill said, Kay is here. I said, she is? He said, yeah, she and Danny are in that bedroom over there with that bath. He said, I told her she could stay and get her a job and find her a babysitter, and she could pay room and board. 4 o'clock in the morning, she comes and knocks on our door. Dad, Mom, Dad. She says, I'm going home. Brad is picking me up. I guess she decided
room and board and find a babysitter
and get a job
wasn't
really what she was looking for. She thought she'd be just there laying around the pool every day and
take care of Dan.
Yeah, and I'd take care of Dan during the day and work at night. And didn't work out that way, so she went home. She never came back home again. I think there was plenty of times she wanted to. Plenty of times, but she never did. And anyway, we got that place all fixed up, just beautiful. And we bought it for $21,000, I think, and we sold it for $32,000, I believe. Then we bought that big house up on the hill in Woodland Hills. Oh, criminy. No way am I going to eat any more of that. And then, when we were living in that house up there, that's when Keith got married. And we had the reception at our house up there.
That's the Sorellis house?
Uh-huh. Who's here?
Uh-oh. I caught you eating.
You want a little one of those grandfathers? Sure are good.
Oh, man. I'm
Have to try.
going to have a half one anyway.
Yeah, you'll have to try it, Grandpa. They're delicious.
Oh, okay.
And so then, let's see. After Keith got married, it just made this big switcheroo. We sold that Sorellis home to Kay and Brad. She sold her house on Delicata to Keith and Lana, and we bought that apartment complex in Van Nuys. 14 two-bedroom units.
Oh, man.
And it was like moving from heaven to hell. It was. The first night we was there, I couldn't believe it. We were used to living in this beautiful...
This is the one you told me about, how they used to scream and yell, and you had to lock them out.
Low life. Mm-hmm. Oh, the lowest low life lived there. And we lived up in this beautiful home on this mountain. And heard nothing but birds. And the first night we were in that apartment, the big semi-trucks was going by on Sepulveda Boulevard all night long. We couldn't sleep. Oh. But that was nothing. It was all getting rid of all those horrible people. And the only thing that kept my sanity or kept me to saying I'm going to stick this out is I knew that eventually I was going to be there longer than they were. If it took 6 months, I was getting rid of them. But I have to tell you this real funny story. We'd already had all these problems with 3 people that wouldn't pay rent.